Y'all, the tea is hot over there on X. I can't keep up.
Well. It looks like we're getting somewhere finally.
Oh, hold on now. I see something out here now. Wait a minute, hold on. This article here says Elon is waging war with Trump. He's accusing Trump for driving the United States of America into debt slavery. I thought Trump said he knew what he was doing.
I want them to go full Zeus network. No one panic, but the girls are fighting. They're really fighting. The muskrat, y'all stunt queen in chief. Two unstable billionaires with unlimited Wi-Fi daddy issues and no real friends. And guess what? I am here for it. I am seated.
Elania, I did not know you had it in you, Mr. Petty Boots. Y'all, when I say he is coming out swinging, he's coming out swinging. Elon said, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have got the presidency, which we all knew. You kept giving money on money on money so you could get into the government, and now you're kicked out with a black eye. On top of that, Elon said the reason Trump ain't dropped them Epstein files is because that boy is all up in them. Now, Elania, we know that. Give us something we don't know.
Y'all, when Elon damn Musk, you know, the space cowboy and Trump's once super fanboy, starts calling your tax bill a disgusting abomination, woo, that ain't political disagreement. That's billionaire betrayal in HD, baby.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. So on our today's episode, you know, the big boys have been fighting. I mean, the president and his best friend. And the funny part about this is that they're actually fighting on social media, you know, on Twitter. And I just happened to come across these videos of Black Americans reacting to this. And I think these are the most hilarious reactions I've seen on what's happening between these two guys. You know, during the elections campaigns, like, these guys were inseparable, like they were buddies. Like, there is nothing you could have said that could have separated them. I don't know really what happened for this to take place, for this separation or for this breakup. You know, people are like, you know, the couple have separated, mommy and daddy are no longer together. Anyway, I want us to watch these videos together, guys. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on our today's episode, credits belongs to the original creators of these videos that you're seeing on your screens. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my good name is Gracie. Kindly consider subscribing to this channel, give this video a like, and let's just dive right ahead and we'll come back with more commentary.
See, this is the type of breakup we've been waiting for, because you know that man had no business being in your office. I don't know if y'all are sleeping under a rock, but these two have been going at it all day on Truth Social and Twitter. So the first tweet came out when the president was doing like a mini press conference in the Oval Office, and Elon had tweeted, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election, Dems would have control of the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate." And then he goes on to say, "Such ingratitude." Then someone by the name of A.G. Hamilton had posted something about Trump and Epstein and those flight logs and things like that, and Elon quote tweeted it with that emoji. Then he followed up and said, "Time to drop the really big bomb." Donald Trump tags him, might I add, and said, "Is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason why they have not made them public. Have a nice day." And then he puts Donald Trump's initials. But he didn't stop there. He said, "Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out." Now let's get over to Bookie Butt over on Truth Social. Now, Trump says, "I don't mind that Elon's against me." Well, he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress, and it's a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion. We already know that's a lie, but let me just continue reading. Now, he rambles a little bit more about this budget, but that's neither here nor there because everything he stated is a lie. That bill actually adds $2.5 trillion to the deficit over a 10-year period. So all of this is not real. But it doesn't stop there because this is probably what sent Elon Musk in a spiral. Trump says the easiest way to save money on our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to eliminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. That's what really got him going. He goes on to say that, "I was always surprised Biden didn't do it. But you weren't going to do it until y'all had a fallout." Of course, in the coming days, we're going to actually figure out why these two fell out. It was not about that spending budget. Let's be honest. It probably has something to do with AIDS pushing Elon out of the Oval Office. That's really what it is. The aides got in between their relationship, which is what aides are supposed to do. If aides feel as though an individual who was not duly elected, who was not sworn in, or who was not confirmed by Congress was just weaseling their way around the Oval Office, your aides are supposed to get those people out of the president's way. That's how it works. But somehow Elon thought that's not how it worked, and this is where we are now. But if they have anything else to say on social media, I'm going to keep you guys posted.
Elania, I did not know you had it in you, Mr. Petty Boots. Y'all, when I say he is coming out swinging, he's coming out swinging. Elon said, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have got the presidency, which we all knew. You kept giving money on money on money so you could get into the government, and now you're kicked out with a black eye. On top of that, Elon said the reason Trump ain't dropped them Epstein files is because that boy is all up in them. Now, Elania, we know that. Give us something we don't know. I thought they was just a little infighting. They are at war now. Elon told Trump, I'm going to live longer than you. You only got 3.5 years left in office. I will live for 40 more. Trump then called him deranged. And Elon is calling on all Republicans not to back that bill. And I think that man has the pocketbook to do so. He is the richest man in the world. Okay, he's almost worth $1 trillion. He got money to blow against Trump. I didn't think Elania had it in him. But Trump, you shouldn't have took his NASA pick. You should have let him have that NASA pick, because now he coming back full swing. Y'all keep fighting. Give me something to be entertained about, because everything Trump is doing is pissing me off. So at least somebody can go toe to toe with him. But wait, there's more. Rumors are spreading, baby. The Republicans are scared of Elon right now. They are running scared. They're trying to back away from the blast radius that Trump has created between him and Elon. The rumor is he may be backing Democrats during the midterms, baby. Could he flip? Now, I am not saying this is true, but this is the one way to piss off Trump. This is the one way to get back at him, because y'all already know if we get the House and the Senate back during midterms, Trump will damn well be impeached. And that's the last thing he want or need. And Elon has the money and the funds to do so. All he got to back is a couple of them. And if I was Elon, I'd push that red button. Push it! Push the goddamn button. He already said he wanted a third party when it comes to voting. We should have a third party besides Democrats and Republicans. I mean, we do, but no one ever votes for that third party. But Elania, if you want to be petty, go ahead and back the Democrats. I'm not saying that's going to help you out. I'm not saying that's going to make us like you even more. But it may make us hate you a little bit less. Oh, y'all called that shit. Trump is taking away Elon's contracts. He is talking about right now removing Elon's government contracts, baby. This shit is getting petty, and it is great for the American people. Baby, but wait, there's more. Elon responds to a post on X saying that Trump should be removed from the office and JD Vance should replace him. Now, I don't think that's a good idea, because JD Vance is Heritage Foundation's little baby, and he's younger, okay? He won't croak over quickly. But wait, we've got more. Elon said, fuck that shit. I'm taking my ship back. Elania is taking his spaceship back. He said, I'm decommissioning that bitch. Elania, I have a question for you. You said if it wasn't for you, Trump would not have won this election. 51-49. Are you trying to tell us you helped him win? Was this election rigged? Did those voter booths that you put in the key swing states, were they rigged? I need you to tell us the truth. You can always go jump to another country with no extradition, but let the fucking cat out the bag.
When I tell y'all, it's just too good. Now they calling for Elon Musk to be deported because he is an illegal alien. Immediate investigation into his immigration status and immediate deportation. What? I promise I'm not making this up. I promise.
Hold on now. I see something out here now. Wait a minute, hold on. This article here says Elon is waging war with Trump. He's accusing Trump for driving the United States of America into debt slavery. I thought Trump said he knew what he was doing. I am shocked over the words that's coming out of Elon Musk's mouth at this point. Yet, it is music to my ears. Look at here. Elon wants some smoke. He wants some smoke with Trump. Okay? According to this article, he's waging war with words. Something Trump does all the time. So Elon said, you know what? Let me translate. The Elon done got hood slightly. Elon said, I got $2 in my pocket. I got $5 left in the stock market. He said he ain't got nothing to lose. So he just letting it out. Because at this point, he's not going to be invited to the golf dinner. And you know, them little dinners and association and let's talk and fundraising events. Nope, he's not going to get no VIP treatment. Now Elon is saying these politicians is wasting American people's money, that they basically tricked, defrauded. Wait a minute now, what? I thought Elon and Trump was blaming the Biden administration and the Democrats for wasting war.
Well, it looks like we're getting somewhere finally. So now that we all know that Trump and Elon Musk's friendship is no more, it's pretty much near dead, if not dead. Okay, based on what Trump said today, which was basically he doesn't know if he and Elon Musk will ever be as tight as they once were, basically, right? Well, Elon Musk had some stuff to say on Twitter, okay? AKA X. He said that Trump is really ungrateful because if it were not for him, he would not have won the election at all. Really? Go on, Elon. Tell us what you did. Specifically, you did to create that win. Please get so upset that you just tell it all, huh? I mean, that tweet says a lot. Without me, Trump would have lost the election. What exactly did the richest man in the world have to do with that win? Now, see, first of all, everyone thought that something was wrong. And for the richest man on earth to hang the presidential win on his shoulders and say that Donald Trump would not have won if it was not for him alone, okay? You're trying to say something without saying it because you and only you won Donald Trump the election. That's what you're saying. So what inquiring minds want to know is, what did you specifically do, sir, that no one else could do? You with your rich self. What did you do? Don't just throw out little hints, because it was stated a while ago that some funny business went down. But what funny business? You can't just throw that tweet out there and just leave it hanging like that. Like, you're resting the whole United States presidency on your back. Like you said, okay, I'm going to bring you to this presidency all by myself. Okay, I mean, since everybody is investigating everything else, I mean, I feel like, well, let's investigate that tweet. Right? That tweet is the mother load. Okay? That tweet. I just want to sit down. Let's talk. Real talk. What the flip did you do? You do. You, specifically you. Last time I checked, millions of people, thousands and thousands and millions of people vote. But you said it was you. Donald Trump would not have won if it were not for you. Yes, you did. Hey, what did you do? What was it, boo? Boy.
I want them to go full Zeus network. No one panic, but the girls are fighting. They're really fighting. The muskrat, y'all stunt queen in chief. Two unstable billionaires with unlimited Wi-Fi daddy issues and no real friends. And guess what? I am here for it. I am seated. Normally I would consider something like that a distraction tactic. Bread and circuses, but for the digital age. But I gotta be honest with you, I am here for this mess. Elon is tweeting the way I know DDG was tweeting when Hallie finally gave him his pink slip. And y'all's president is threatening to cut his checks like it's the Real Housewives at a West Wing. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm enjoying the spectacle. Now, is it terrifying? Yes. Our country and we the citizens are being fought over by two Batman villains. The battle is between two emotionally volatile and unstable, immature egomaniacs. Somebody checked on Aaron Parnas. Now, black women are the 92%. As much as they're trying to erase us from this country, it's still ours. We're still a part of it. We built it on our back. No, this is not a good look. It's a horrible look for our country. Oh my God. And Elon is calling for Trump's resignation. They really fight. Now tell me honestly, y'all think it's a real political fracture or is this just cosplay? Thank goodness we decided we're resting and reinvesting and staying out of this. Let them fight. And this is also a reminder, ain't none of this black woman's fault.
Y'all, when Elon damn Musk, the space cowboy and Trump's once super fanboy, starts calling your tax bill a disgusting abomination, woo, that ain't political disagreement. That's billionaire betrayal in HD, baby. Trump's new tax and debt package is being sold to America as this big, beautiful bill, but it's really just a bloated, pork-stuffed disaster. $4 trillion in revenue loss over a decade. $2.5 trillion added to the deficit. And guess how they plan to cover it? By slicing Medicaid, food stamps, and clean air incentives like it's a buffet line at Mar-a-Lago. Meanwhile, billionaires and corporations walk away with even more tax breaks. Ain't that about white? Let me tell you why this matters. This bill ain't just numbers on the paper. It's a direct assault on working families. Black, brown, poor, and rural. It targets energy, healthcare, and education and boosts military spending while slashing support systems. So when this economy crashes again, and it will, guess who won't get a bailout? Us. Let me tell you about the psychological game in this, right? That Trump loves to play. Trump's whole hustle is distraction and deflection. He loves to flood the zone with chaos, then says, oh, don't look at me. Look, blame the Democrats. Even Rand Paul, his own senator, called this thing not conservative. Trump's response? He called Paul crazy. Classic gaslighting. Attack the critics, deny the facts, and keep repeating, oh, it's beautiful, like it's some hypnotic chant. Now, let me say this. Congress is supposed to represent the people, not rob us to bankroll billionaire dreams. Blowing up the deficit without consent of the governed, and then punishing the states by cutting their lifelines? That's fiscal sabotage. And it violates the principle of the social contract that undergirds our democracy. Now, Elon ain't no fucking saint. But if he is jumping ship, this thing stinks worse than unwashed Tesla seats in July. It's funny how Trump went from draining the swamp to swimming in pork fat with his gold-plated goggles on. Now, if you don't get anything else from this video, I want you to understand that this bill is not about growth. It's about greed. Don't get distracted by the circus. Pay attention to the receipts. Watch who benefits, who suffers, and who's left paying the bill. Because if we don't fight this mess now, our kids will be drowning in the debt of a dictator's dreams. Stay woke, stay loud, and stay ready.
Guys, the relationship between these two guys was just very tight, I would say, during the campaigns, during the election. Like, you could even see how Musk was showing up in the office and Trump didn't care. And you remember that time when they went to interview the president of Ukraine and they were like asking him, why you're not wearing a suit and all that. But this guy would visit the president's office like just in t-shirts and like caps, and that was okay, and we never had anyone complaining. Like, I never thought I would live to see the day that these two will be separating or fighting here. And the crazy part is that they're actually fighting on X, like what we previously used to call Twitter. And people are just saying like everything that is happening or all that they're doing is staged. And I'm like, I'm not sure how true this is, but honestly, to me, these two guys, they always seem like they are not okay upstairs. Like the way they reason, everything that they've been doing together, it's just crazy. Honestly, I don't know if there is anyone who have the same view as me about these two, because the things that they've been doing during the campaigns, during the elections, it's just like people that are actually suffering from, I don't know how to call it, because I mean, Elon Musk was one of the biggest donators for this guy during the campaigns. Like, he really invested a lot in him. And the reason as to why he was even being given this much power, you remember that time even people were like thinking, like they were asking, where is the vice president? Like, why is this guy acting as if he's the vice president? Why is the vice president not seen in office as much as this guy? Why is this guy often seen on mainstream media talking on behalf of the government more than the vice president and the president? And people were like, they were just very tight to a point of people thinking that the vice president was just there for the formality of how things are supposed to be. And people said a lot, but this guy invested a lot in this, and I think this is why we are seeing the reactions that we're actually seeing. This guy didn't even just woke up and decided that I'm gonna expose this guy now, I don't like his plans, just because he cares about the American citizens, because we all know that is not true. It's just because these policies that are being put here, the policies that he also thought that were only going to affect the common citizens, are now actually affecting him and his companies. Guys, this is the richest guy in the whole world, and him coming on social media fighting with his body is just crazy. So you all know, before this fallout, this guy was at the head of the Department of Government Efficiency, like Doge, and he helped this administration come out with so many policies. And now, because of the policies or whatever he wanted or thought that was gonna work for him isn't working for him, so he just decided, you know what, I'm gonna start a war. And this is what he's actually doing. You all know that he was actually a major donor during his campaigns in 2024. So right now he's publicly criticizing Trump for the 2.4 trillion tax and spending proposal that dubbed one big beautiful bill that they had. And he actually came and labeled this disgusting abomination and accused it of promoting debt slavery. What he's also been doing, look, he's been taking away all these benefits from the American citizens. Like, there is a lot of benefits that he's been cutting from American citizens, a lot of federal funding that he's been taking away from the American citizens. And now, just because he's not happy of what's happening, and that is actually affecting him and might also affect his status of being the richest man in the world, he has to come online and start a fight. People are saying that everything that is happening is actually staged, which I don't think is true, but anyway, let's just wait and see. So he's arguing that the bill undermined the cost-cutting mission of Doge, which had only achieved 175 billion in savings instead of the promised trillions. He's like not happy because they have not achieved the goal he had in his mind, or whatever he wanted to achieve from all these. And he's even gone on ahead and saying that he's actually the one who helped the president get in power and get the votes, or win over the Democrats. And people are like telling him, you know what, please spill more of this tea, because we want to know if the election was rigged, and a lot more. And people are like having a lot of questions on what is happening and what happened during the elections, and what more are secrets that have actually been kept there that happened during the elections. And this actually retaliated after the guy was called crazy And also the president threatened to cancel federal contracts and subsidies for his companies, including Tesla and SpaceX. And in response, this is so funny, guys. In response, he briefly threatened to decommission SpaceX Dragon spacecraft, a critical asset in the US space operations, before walking back the statements hours later. So this thread actually intensified when he suggested on social media that Trump might be implicated in the sealed Jeffrey Epstein files, implying that this could be why certain documents remain undisclosed. I don't know how true that is, but you know, these videos had already started circulating after, you know, people started talking about these files like some months ago. And yeah, people were talking, and this story later was like no one was talking about it anymore, and we don't know the reasons as to why. Maybe whatever this guy is saying could be the reason as to why there is no one talking about it anymore, where there have no any legal actions taken on these people. And this is why, because he said the reason as to why that the documents remain undisclosed is because his body is in that. I don't know how true that is, but let me know what you think on the comment section. Do you think that's true? Do you think that is the reason as to why the files are still undisclosed? After this fallout, there's been some consequences, you know. Every time that you make a choice, always be ready for consequences. They might be negative or positive. So after the fallout, there have been a financial and political fallout. So the public had sparked immediate financial repercussions. Tesla's stocks plummeted by 14%, erasing $138 billion in market value, while Trump media saw an 8% decline. So politically, this guy has also announced the formation of a new political entity called the American Party, aiming to represent the 80% in the middle and challenge the traditional two-party system. This move has been interpreted as direct challenge to Trump's influence within the Republican Party. And you know, the saddest part about this that is happening and everything that's happening, those people that actually like support this guy, we even like saw people marching for him, would still sit down and think that this guy has the best interests at heart and in mind for them, which is all a lie. He's just trying to do politics. And I think, you know, this time around he's been so much invested in politics, and I think he just wants to venture in politics, and maybe they're just, you know, trying with time to, you know, have someone that they'll convince people to support in the next election. So with all that's happening, it's allegedly been said that there's been attempts to reconcile. So despite the escalating tensions, efforts have been made to mend the relationship. White House aides attempted to arrange a private call between Trump and Musk to de-escalate the situation. However, Trump reportedly dismissed Musk as a man who has lost his mind, indicating little interest in reconciliation. It's just crazy, like this is happening, and it just feels more of like, you know, when couples are actually breaking up or when you are having fights, you're still not ready if you want to break up or you want to, you know, be together, because they're being very loud like about these. And I don't know if they're playing you know, the masses or something of this sort, or whatever is happening is actually true. And I'm now sitting here and wondering and I'm sitting here wondering what would be the consequences of what they're doing. Like maybe this can be for the better of the, you know, Republicans, or maybe this is actually going to make things way worse for Republicans. I never thought I would see this happening. Like, guys, these guys were like this close. Like, even he was like the one who was advising the president a lot of things that was actually happening, especially when it comes to George. Like people are like, why is this guy, like people are even demonstrating to have him removed and stop dealing with American citizens issues, because he was taking away a lot of benefits from the American citizens. And this is why, because he wanted to save all these trillions, but now it's not turning out as he expected. And also, I know the reason as to why he wanted to save all these and why he was cutting all these benefits from the citizens. It's how he actually invested, or he was one of the biggest donors of this guy during the elections. I don't know what you all think, guys, but I would really love to know what your thoughts are on the comment section. What's your take on this? Do you think they're just doing this to confuse people and to distract people, or do you think this is all actually true? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching up to this part, and until the next episode, bye.